What's your method here?
Yeah. Welcome to Pack Lunch. Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day.
It's once again almost August, so it's not Canada Day, but we are still celebrating our Canada Day adventure across Canada. We're also trying to figure out how many times I can use the word Canada in a sentence.
Probably Canada times.
So today we're doing Ontario, and we debated this a little bit. We didn't really know of any recipe that's native to Ontario, so we thought of a couple of things. Caribou, which we couldn't get any caribou.
We don't have any caribou.
No caribou. We couldn't cook and eat Allen thick. That apparently is not legal.
And apparently he spoiled a long time ago.
Yeah, he's rotten. We also were thinking, well, what comes from Ontario? Well, fruits and vegetables. A lot of vegetables and fruits come from Ontario. So we thought apples. Apples come from Ontario, pretty much.
Yeah,
All the apples we get here, and
apples
donuts.
are good.
Donuts come from Ontario. So we decided to make apple fritters. So if you're from Ontario and you think, well, that's not an Ontario dish, well, tell us what an Ontario dish is. We don't know. So we're going to teach you how to make apple fritters regardless. If you don't like it, tell us what you want. Otherwise, we don't care. So
you love apple fritters.
You love apple fritters. So we're going to start today by measuring out, I think it's 1.5 cups of
I think you're 1.5 cups of
flour. I don't know. And we also have nice new measuring utensils.
Woo! We didn't get any internet.
We didn't get any internet money. Internet, send us some money.
Why, do you think that's funny?
Not your buddy, guy. So there's our cup of flour. So you're gonna also put 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Once again, not baking soda.
Not soda.
Not soda.
Do it for real.
Powder. Powder. You're gonna put 4 tablespoons
4 tablespoons of what?
of sugar.
Sugar. In water. Sorry, that was necessary.
Very necessary. And a dollop of salt.
How much is a dollop?
In this case, 1/4 of a teaspoon. Let's put a little bit more on it. It doesn't look like a lot.
A
1/4 of a teaspoon.
That's ridiculous.
That's a measurement, apparently. Today's youth. The youngins.
Whippersnappers.
They're all wrong.
They're always in my yard.
Mix this mixture.
Nice sentence.
So make sure everything is all together. We are also going to need milk and 1 egg.
1 milk, 1 egg.
1 heart, please.
Cake are round, pie are squared.
1/3 of a cup of milk.
You got it. Here's your fancy doodad. Look at it drop the milk. You wrap up those delicious milk, that's right.
And take the egg and put it in the milk. And you're also going to mix this up. So at this point in time, we are going to take a cup of oil, preferably vegetable, but if all you have is olive oil, you can do that too.
You can do it.
I'm not really going to measure a cup.
Horrible. Bullseye. A cup is just how much you fill it.
That's true. So we're essentially going to be deep frying these, but we're going to use the method with the skillet. We're actually going to turn it to a little lower than medium heat and let that heat up. And while that heats up, Steve's going to cut an apple.
I'll do it. I've cut worse things.
I'll cut myself.
not make fun of my peeling method.
He does this for his kids all the time. They like their apples peeled with caramels.
Caramels. They say, Dada, please, with the caramelized apple. And I say, children, of course. Of course. That's my answer every time. Every time.
This is going to be a very short episode and meaningless.
Let me get to the core of this issue.
Of course.
Oh! So not bigger than a baby's arm?
Not bigger than a baby's arm. Bees? You want bees?
Yeah. Who doesn't want bees?
Nobody wants bees.
Sure about that.
Bees suck. We're not cooking with bees.
Not yet.
You can smush them into pizza dough. Those apples will soften up when you cook them.
Notwithstanding apple softenage.
Da-na-na-na.
Oh, you got a bead on him. If he moves, take your shot.
We'll let that heat up a little bit more. A little bit more. You don't want it too high because it'll flash.
So what we are aiming for here is to have our dry ingredients already mixed, our wet ingredients already mixed, which we are going to add the apple to.
And which we're going to do right now. So we'll add this.
So make this goopy.
I'll refer to a spatula. I don't know what to tell you, Steve.
You love sauerkraut in place of milk.
So you're gonna take a spoonful.
Get yourself a glop.
Get yourself a glop and glop that in the oil.
Here, I make my test of time.
May spritz at you. And just give them a little bit of time to cook.
Flip them. Make sure they don't burn on the bottom.
Sounds a little too big. Careful flipping them, so they can be tricky. So essentially they're like a sugary apple pancake, if you will.
I will.
You will?
I'll do it.
Oh, okay. Remember to keep your oil
Shot.
around 300.
Snipe it.
And just give them time to cook all the way through.
Peep them. Keeping it real.
Just make sure they're heated all the way through.
Yeah, you don't want them gushy in the middle.
Test.
Doughy.
Oh my god, these are awesome. I love these in Ontario. If I don't walk around, I'll congeal.
There's a finished guy.
Finished guy. I'd say those are done.
I think so.
They should be all cake inside.
Then you can add icing sugar, confectionery sugar, whatever you want to call it in Ontario. Or we didn't have any, so we're using just sugar. Because who doesn't love sugar? Oh, cinnamon would be great too.
Alright.
So there you have it. Pack a lunch.
McDonald's, Dan.
Yeah, I use sauerkraut instead of milk. Fermented cabbage with wine in the place of dairy. I do that.
I'm so full, and these are delicious.
You're still going on?
No.
Don't film this.